this time. So my first love story, I'll tell you, was I was 4 years old in Germany. And I had saved enough money to go to this truck.
You were 4 in love?
Yeah.
Jesus, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I was 4 years old, and I saved money to go to this truck, and this truck sold all kinds of...
I have so many questions. I'm sorry. Can you, while you're telling your story, can you remember your place in the story? Because I'm going to ask questions.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's do this. Hello. Welcome to House of Gap, episode 6. It's your boy Angel Benz and your other person,
Geno.
Yes, we're on episode 6 already. Time's flying, man.
It is.
And then
That's 6 weeks, right?
that's 6 weeks because we have been consistently
Recording
every week. Man.
Yeah.
I can't believe it, man. We're getting there. Thank you again for coming to hang out with us. If you're watching the videos, like, subscribe. I haven't seen any comments yet, man. Throw in some comments, things that you guys want us to talk about with you. We'll bring it up on here and have a little fun. But again, thank you for hanging out. And I'll let you do your normal thing of starting us off.
Well, it's first of all, we're losing weight. I can tell on camera just by looking at the screen.
Right.
We're getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah, I no lie, man. Like first episode, I think I was almost 260 pounds. I was like 257.
Yeah.
On our first episode.
Yeah.
And and then I was getting over that sickness, so I'm at 2.
You're not down with the sickness?
Yeah. I've lost about close to 15 pounds, man, and yeah, I'm hovering at 237 to 240 right now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I'd tell you my weight, but you don't ask a lady her weight.
I didn't know I was in the presence of a beautiful lady, man. My bad.
Yeah, I think I've lost 20 pounds so far.
20?
Yeah.
All right, so you're 5 pounds up on me. That's good, man.
Yeah.
I could tell how slim you look in the camp, bro. Man, I'm proud of you, bro.
Thanks.
You're not eating a lot of rice?
I think I'm doing a lot of fasting too, so.
Like 24-hour fasting?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 24 hours. Like I'll forget.
Like people will tell me that like that's the best route to go because when your body's starving, that's when it starts eating all the fat itself. Yeah. So like that's the best way to go. But like so it's just fast for 24 hours, have like a 5-hour time frame of eating in that one day, and then fast another 24 hours.
Yeah.
Just basically every day you eat it at a particular time.
Well, everybody's different too, so that's why I told you I can lose weight pretty fast because especially if I work out two times a day, which I'm starting to get back on, it'll.
Like I don't eat like super crazy, but I make a lot of meat products and then buy rice with it, and then I just eat that, and I've cut down my portions, but I still do the bad things. Like if I go out and drink on the weekends, I come home and I eat something before I go to sleep because I don't want to pass out drunk. Man, I hate that feeling. And then waking up dizzy and and that hangover sucks.
But that's how you gain weight. That's when I was doing wrestling. They'd always make me eat before I went to sleep, so that way.
That's why I can't lose a crazy amount of weight like you are.
Well, you need to either you need to reduce what you're intaking or burn more than what you're intaking.
The deficit.
Those two, yeah. So those two things
calorie deficit. Yeah, I'll get there. I'll get there one day, but we'll see.
One day at a time, man. That's how we get fat too. One day at a time.
My goal weight is like 220.
Is it really?
Yeah, I don't want to be under 200.
Yeah. But I think I'm the same. About 200, pretty cool.
I didn't know that you were really an inch taller than me, bro.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I really thought we were either the same height or I was taller, but I guess not. I lost that. Ugh.
How was your week?
It was cool, man. I didn't really do much. I stayed home, and some friends hit me up Friday. Some people wanted to go out and get together, so we went out downtown. I think I stopped by, said what's up to you beforehand, and then met them over at Supernova. Shouts out to Supernova, all the workers over there. London, love y'all, man. But yeah, man, we had some fun, drank, and just catching up with them because I don't really go out as much anymore.
Yeah, I remember when you came in, you're right. It's gonna be busy. I said, yeah, I told you it was gonna be busy.
You were not lying because of St. Patrick's Day, pre-partying, and then you told me something about all the spring break kids are like starting or about to go on spring break or coming back from spring break or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that the whole downtown area was crazy over the weekend, and then I'm telling you, I don't go to the strip club all the damn time, bro. But like my friends, they wanted to try something new, man. Our normal spot, shouts out to Snooty Fox and my cousin T. Whenever you go to Snooty, man, shouts out to the T. Go say what's up to him. But
that's crazy that you're shooting out
a strip club. Yeah, man, promotion. Yo, honestly,
I don't go there a lot, but hey,
how many strip clubs do we have? How many strip clubs do we have in the Springs?
I think there's 3, isn't there?
Just 3, I think so.
TNT's, Deja
Vu, and then Snooty Fox.
Yeah.
And let's be real, man. In our opinion, the number 1 strip club in Colorado Springs is Snooty Fox, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like no hate to the other ones, but our opinion, Snooty Fox wins. And then it was a close race because I told you before in the other episodes that Deja Vu is grimy. It's next to a military base. It's dark and all these things. Mm-hmm. So to go to what I did this weekend was the friends were like, let's try something different. Let's go see what Deja Vu looks like now, if it's still the same or things like that. Mm-hmm. And no, they renovated, bro. They renovated. They changed the whole thing up. So it's not dark and dirty looking anymore. It's lit up with lights and it's they cleaned it up, man. So shouts out to Deja Vu. Good job. Y'all are number 2 in the Springs to me now. It's been a while for TNT, so I don't know if TNT's is cool, but like
I've never been to TNT's.
No? It's been over 15 to 20 years for me.
Yeah.
But hopefully they still are a good club to go to. I'm not hating on y'all. It's just right now, if I had a preference to go to any other spots, it would be Snooty Fox first and then Deja Vu now. But like Deja Vu is still no alcohol and like fully nude. So if that's what you're looking for, I'm not. But that's pretty much what one of the nights that we did, and then the other nights just pretty much stayed home, chilled. Been trying to watch TV shows and catch up on things. But you told me about that new Daredevil Born Again. Is that what it's called? Born Again?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I actually watched the 3 episodes that they have right now, and I'm locked in, bro.
That's good. Yeah. It's a good show, man.
It is. I am actually enjoying it. Like I don't know the premise of what his whole story is from the previous Netflix one. You said it was from Netflix. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know the previous story, but like from what I watched there, man, like it's good. Mm-hmm. It's good.
Yeah, it's pretty bloody and brutal. So
yeah, that first episode threw me on the left curve of what I was expecting,
Yeah.
And then I guess we don't want to spoil it, but if you should check it out yourselves, it'll be a good experience.
Good watch. Yeah.
It'll be definitely a good watch. What about you? What was your weekend like?
Good. I didn't do much. Just worked. I know we linked up on what day was it when we linked up?
Oh, Tuesday to shoot some
footage. Yeah. I probably haven't laughed that hard in a long time. And we just had a blast.
That was a good time, man.
And we'll talk about that when T and Zay are coming on next, or not this episode, but next episode.
Yeah, what we said was we wanted to get our first 7, which, 7 is always a lucky number. So we'll do our first 7, just me and you. And then episode 8, we're going to have, we're going to start trying to have guests on. So you guys can get on board, come hang out with us, get your face out there with us. But that's it was a good time, man. Like you said, we'll talk about it more during that
when
podcast.
We bring them on,
and then show the footage. Oh, you're gonna show it beforehand, or you want to show?
No. Well, the commercial will probably come out next week with the episode of the product we talked about. Yeah. So
this is our product, baby. I love it. Shouts out to Shut the Fuck Up. And you don't have to blur that out. That's what I love. Chicken. No more chicken. We getting better at not cursing, man.
Yeah. I know. Well, I think because we cuss less, it's more impactful when we do cuss instead of cussing all the time. Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah.
I miss my curse words, though, man.
Wow.
It feels so
just makes you be creative.
Yeah. I guess we got to be creative.
Yeah, so then I think that's pretty much it for my week. I know I did fix the sound, so everybody was telling me that we're coming out of one side or the other side of the speaker. And that took me a while to figure it out, so.
Yeah, man.
Editing, filming.
That's all you've been doing?
Yeah, that's it, man.
That, man. Good for you. That's better than what I've been doing, sitting at home and watching a lot of TV. But, TV's great entertainment, of course. I need to find more shows to watch. I don't know what else to watch anymore. I'm finding myself going back to old shows like Stranger Things again, just running through that, because I thought Stranger Things is an awesome show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing crazy. See the shoes I wore for our video on Tuesday. I wore the same outfit since it was the same week, man. It's
You're
clean.
So funny, bro.
It's clean though. But yeah, when you watch the footage that we shot for the commercial, I was wearing the same damn thing. But I was like, you know what? Let me lay it all out. Like first day of school, making sure it's still clean, and then came over with this because I'm telling you, I'm gonna wash these clothes once I get home. Taking these bad boys off, go take a shower again, and.
Yeah, I know you're making fun of my shoes.
Hey, that's why I brought it up, man.
My ninja shoes.
I know y'all see. I need you to zoom in to your shoes when you.
I love my shoes.
When you get a chance, because man, it's the shoes. It's just because if you guys can see, it's the shoes that have the toes actually cut into them. So, and you told me that's the biggest trouble with those shoes is
getting the toes in the right spots. Yeah, bro.
I can't wear those.
I think I had problems with my pinky toe connecting to this one, and it wouldn't go in this little slot over here. Yeah. So there's ways of putting this on, but I love these are so comfortable.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to you.
I feel like I'm barefooted without being barefooted.
I'm proud of you for being brave enough to wear those, because those are disgusting to me, fam.
It could be worse. It could be Crocs. I can't stand Crocs.
I'm with you. I can't do Crocs, and I definitely cannot do those joints. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know you're half black and half Korean, man. It looks like you just painted your feet black.
Thanks.
You're already black, but you went dark black. You went super dark chocolate for your feet.
I love my shoes.
Oh my god, bro! And
so hey,
you can do that toe wiggle thing.
Yeah. So, would you prefer these or the Crocs?
If I had to wear them, there's no question that I wouldn't put myself in any position to have to wear those.
To wear these, you rather wear Crocs.
Give me a situation where I would really have to wear those.
There is no situation.
Yeah, exactly. I would never wear those or Crocs, bro.
But they are comfortable.
I've tried on Crocs.
Yeah.
And Crocs are comfortable. I've never thought... the closest thing that I've ever put on that are like those...
Like ninja shoes? Are the ones with the one toe and then the rest of the toes connected?
Those, yes, for the ninja shoes. Yeah. For a ninja costume. And They look like those things that you wear when people don't want to wear barefoot out to the beach or pools.
Oh yeah.
Those slip-on little water shoes.
Water shoes.
That's what those look like to me. And I've worn those.
They are comfortable, bro.
Oh God.
They are.
Yeah, they're disgustingly comfortable.
I ran in these too, so
that's so crazy. Like
it's like I'm barefooted.
You hike in those?
I wouldn't hike, but like running, flat surface, yeah. It's just like you're barefooted.
Yeah, and then like a homegirl of mine, she I forgot something. Like she posted something about like pink shoes or like this whole pink outfit, and then I posted. Our boy T, I hung out with him for his birthday, and this fool actually bought Croc boots. I'm gonna send you the video, man. Put that right here and watch the video real quick. I'm being silent.
I'm like, there's no video. There's no video.
I don't know if you're gonna put the audio in there or anything like that. Like,
there's no video right
now. Okay, put the video here.
Just became awkward.
Put the video in there and then show my man's Crocs. They're Croc boots. And I posted that and she was like, oh my God, I want those in pink. And I was like, oh my God, I want to throw up. Like, those they're disgusting.
So do they call those crock pots?
No. I hope not. Is that really a thing?
No, I just made that shit up, bro.
I was about to be like, damn, there's some people out there that need to stop it. I'm wearing old stuff, like, man, come on now. Like, Echo. Who still wears Echo? I do. Some of my friends still wear Echo, man. I come from the generation of Echo. And then, these...
Yeah, because those are Echo of 1998.
I know that somebody's going to see this Echo jacket and be like, yo, I had that back in, like, the early 2000s. I know. And if you're hating, just one of these, you know what I'm saying? But... I did got the matching
So
Paul Rodriguez SB Dunk shoes.
So out of your whole life,
yes,
what was your favorite shoes that you ever had growing up, since we're talking about shoes?
Favorite shoe growing up that I actually owned?
Oh yeah, or stolen or whatever.
No. No lie, man. Me and my friends back in the day, these aren't my favorite shoes, but I wore a lot of lugs.
Did you?
In high school?
Lugs. Oh, I forgot about lugs.
Lugs, bro. K-Swiss and lugs. And I would always get the steel toes just in case we got into like a fight. Those steel toes kick somebody in the face. Yeah, man. Not that I was a bad kid or anything like that. I just, it's always be prepared. Here's the PSA, right? Always be prepared. You never know when something's going to happen. But lugs, and
that's why my phone is set to 9-1.
I just hit that one.
I just gotta hit that one to be safe.
But like, it would always be the white ones, and like I would do the whole white paint to keep and paint over the lugs.
I remember those.
Yeah, just just to keep it looking white. And then
I was like a little marker, like a little moisture marker.
Always do that, and then there was times we would go to the mall at Payless, and I'd wear the lugs that I want to kind of swap, get some new ones for. So we go into Payless, put on the new ones, put the old ones in the box, and then walk out. So I'd have a fresh pair of lugs. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, Payless. I'm sorry, bro. That happened.
Do I still have Paylesses?
I don't know. I'm like, the only Paylesses I know were in the mall.
Yeah.
And I haven't been in the mall in a while.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the last time I've been in the mall.
That's funny. When I was like, I think 8 years old, I think it was 7, I had a pair of kangaroos that I loved. And my mom would put like change in the side pocket on the shoe, and my lunch money would be there. I'm
gonna be very honest. I do not even know what the hell kangaroos are. What the hell is a kangaroo?
You find them in Australia, and they hop around.
Yeah, the animal, I know that. Is there really shoes called kangaroos?
Yeah, and they had pockets on the side of the shoe, and you could put things in it.
That's like where the number DC shoes that had the fat tongues like this, and they had the pocket inside.
Yeah, they kind of look like that shape. And then they'd have a side pocket, and they had suede.
Like Osiris and DC shoes. It was like a kangaroo was a version of that.
And then you could just put change and stuff or other things you wanted to in your shoe pocket.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that was my all-time favorite shoe when I was growing up. And
we keep talking about shoes, and just sorry to cut you off. It's just I keep finding myself looking at the fucking.
Yeah, because you have a foot fetish.
No, but I don't look. It's just the nastiness of that shoe, bro. Like, you guys look at it again. Do the toe thing. That's so disgusting. Sorry, but
you're just mad because you can't wiggle your toes.
No, man, I don't want to look at your toes. I said it was only girls' toes about that situation. But
I wore a lot of G Nikes growing up.
G Nikes,
and then
British Knights,
Jordans. I was a Nike guy.
Yeah,
I'm still a Nike guy. Every shoe that I get,
I wore Nike. A lot of Adidas and cheap Nikes. I never could really bought like the good Nikes.
Yeah.
Whatever was at the BX or PX of the military installation is normally the shoes that I got.
Well, when I first got into high school, my dad bought me some Pro Wings. I'm like, Dad, you trying to get me beat up, bro.
Pro Wings.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I remember Pro Wings. Yeah.
Yeah, those are the days growing up.
Anytime that anybody saw Pro Wings, they'd clown you.
You remember looking through the East Bay catalog, and you just look through that, man, and you just feel like, dang, $50, $60 for shoes. But that was expensive back then.
Well, even outfits. I'd buy outfits off of that East Bay.
Like the jerseys and the
sweatsuits. Yeah.
Oh, those are good times, man. I miss those days. But yeah, sorry, we talk about shoes, and I had to bring up what are those, and who makes them?
I don't even know. I've had these for a long time too, man.
How long
they last forever? I think I bought these 9 years ago.
Sorry, what?
9 years ago? Yeah, I bought them 9 years ago.
That long ago?
Mm-hmm. I've had them for a while.
You don't know who the company makes it?
No, I forgot.
Shout them out, man. Oh, do you guys still make it is the biggest question. Because I feel like you didn't get a lot of people to buy those. I mean, we're in Colorado, so I kind of see all the...
Well, I think this is come in handy with rock climbers, right? For every toe. Yeah, like one little toe keep you on that rock.
And then, like... So what if you have those toes where the one toe is longer than the big toe? Mm-hmm. Is the big toe, like, you could squeeze that part of the big toe on the shoe and it's just empty space? Like, does it, like, do you fill it in, or?
Yeah, some of these are empty. Like, I don't have that problem. My second toe isn't as long as my big toe.
Let me stop, bro. Oh, yeah, no. Sorry. That's, oh my God, those are not my thing. That's I'm comedically hating on that, okay? That's all it is. But you're rocking them, and I love you, Geno. So shouts out to you for being brave.
I got some tweets I'm gonna read out.
Okay. Some tweets.
Yeah.
Do you guys still tweet? Or what is it? Is it called Twitter still? Because you told me to download it, and all I saw was an X, and I was like, I don't know if this is it.
It's officially called X, but then everybody still calls it Tweets and Twitter.
Okay. So you guys still tweet? You said we have a
Twitter?
Twitter page?
Yeah, it'll be in our bio.
So now you guys can...
We're live on Tweets, so...
Yeah, on Tweets. On Twitter.
We're live on Twitter, but on Tweets. Send the tweets.
See, I don't know nothing. I never used that app ever.
No?
I downloaded it when you told me that you were going to post something on there for this. And
we had to start taking it if it were for live.
Yeah, no. I'm cool with that. Yeah, let's try it out.
So, once you're married, giving oral pleasure to your wife implies keeping your mouth shut.
Dang, that is fact, right? Oh my God. I mean, all my friends that are married, they complain that they don't get head no more.
Yeah.
Like, to get a blowjob, but then they'll be like, the only way I can really get a blowjob is I have to go down on her, and then I have to still fight with her to put my penis in their mouth. Like I'll go down on her, like try to turn her on, and then I'm like, hey, can you do me too? And they're like, it's a fight for even that. And I'm like, Jesus, I'm sorry, you married people. Like,
that's so funny. Well, sometimes all your partner wants you to do is this.
Really?
Shut the fuck up. Yeah.
I thought you meant like,
no, bro.
Just tap it.
No,
just tap it. That's all I want.
It.
Y'all don't get anything, so just tap it. Just tap it real quick. No, just shut the fuck. Yeah. Just shut the fuck up.
All right, here's another one. Girls be crying over a dude who reads at a 3rd grade level. Yes. He's not ignoring your text. He's just sounding it out. Give him a second.
Like that. Like I think we talked about that before. Like that doesn't annoy you when people can't spell correctly, right? Like, and that proves it to me is they're trying to figure it out. And like the fact that text messaging now has the preemptive.
Is the spell check?
Well, not necessarily. Well, yeah, it's spell checking, but like it tells you what it wants. It like preempting what you're gonna text next.
Yeah.
So it makes it easier for people to just click on that to make their text. But like, if you're trying to spell out a big word and they can't figure it out, you really have to go to Google to do it. And some people aren't capable of taking the time to do that. They want to send their text now. Yeah. So they'll send out a text that just completely is demolished in grammar and spelling. And I can't do that. No.
Yeah, I'm not a text. It doesn't bother me.
That's good, man.
It doesn't bother me. But like even today, like I sent a text out and then I got a text back and she was like, what are you trying to say? So I went back and read it. And I was like, sorry, I'm a little hungover today. Like, I'm hurting.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm on, let me get my stuff together. So I had to reread everything I was sending out. I mean, it happens, though. Sometimes you're in a hurry and then you're just texting and you look at it and you're like, oh, that didn't really make sense.
No.
Which is thankful they have edit now.
Yes.
Where you can go back and edit.
I always do if I'm typing something real quick, and I put that okay instead of that's okay, I just put that's so that you understand that.
I know that's old school.
Yeah,
because you couldn't edit your text before.
Simple, quick, boom. I'll still do old school ways, man, because it's quick.
All right, the last tweet. Hi, welcome to dating. These are your 2 options: stay together forever, or break up. No pressure. Think that's true?
I mean, what's the whole point of dating forever, not marrying?
Well, yeah, I think it's marriage too, or breaking up. No pressure. Those are your 2 options.
Say, what's the beginning part again?
Hi, welcome to dating. Yeah. These are your 2 options:
dating forever,
stay together forever, or break up. No pressure.
I mean,
it's one or the other.
Obviously it's that, but like,
yeah,
again, there's stipulations to that. It's like marriage. I feel like if you're gonna choose to marry somebody, why not stay with that person for the rest of your life? You know what I'm saying?
So have you always been a relationship guy or like a?
For the most part.
Have you? Yeah. Oh, okay, because I'm a relationship guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny because my other 2 good friends, one was the sleep around guy.
Yeah.
My other friend was the middle guy who was bouncing between the 2 of us of like, hey, should I be in a relationship or should I mess around? And I was the relationship guy. Well, I think it's so funny because those 2 got married before I did.
Really?
I'm the relationship guy.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like you're saying that it was just you 3 growing up pretty much?
Yeah, it was we're in high school and we did everything together and yeah, sure enough, I'm the last one to even be close to being married. And these 2 got married before I did.
Man.
Which is cray-cray.
I have a mixture of that because honestly, since high school, there was like between 9 to 11 of us. And we're still all close and still hang out and still talk and stuff like that.
Are they all married?
Most are. I think I'm the only one that has never even popped the question or anything like that. But that some have had multiple marriages.
He said multiple marriages.
Yeah. Have kids now. I think all of them all have kids now. Yeah. I'm the only one that has never been married or have kids, bro. Damn. I'm holding strong.
Yeah.
Holding strong. But like, yeah, they're all in marriages, and at that point, that's why, you know, I see where I don't want the baby mama drama. I want to find my forever person. I want to not deal with the drama and see what marriage is like. You know what I'm saying? What you have, the compromises you have to do. Sitting there, you know, I play video games with a friend of mine, and you know, I'll hear him. His wife will call, and you know, I just hear him while we're playing video games. Yeah, you know, listening to her day. Unfortunately, I'm listening to her day too, and I'm just sitting here like, God damn, can you shut the hell up? In my head, I know he's thinking it, but no, he's doing the compromise, being a great husband. Factor is, you know, I'm listening to my wife, man. She's having a day where she needs somebody to vent to, and since I'm her husband, I need to sit there and listen to it. And he does a great job doing that, man. Yeah, no, fuck, you know, F that bitch too. You know what I'm saying? Like, he does all that stuff, and I'm just, when he gets off, I'm like, give him a nice little clap, and then we go back into video gaming for real.
I just think it's always funny when I'm with my married friends, because usually when I hang out with everybody, even when I'm single, I act like I'm married. Yeah. You know, I'm just very responsible, and I'm like, and I don't want to get my friends in trouble that are married too. I'm not that single friend that gets, you know, pumps them up and be like, you know, hell with that, like, it's single night, let's talk to girls. Well, so it's always funny to me, because like, when my married friends, I could tell like they're in trouble because they're like little kids, and they come to me and be like, hey, I gotta go home. Yeah. That That's sad face. I gotta go home.
And like I'm like,
they're trying to keep the peace.
All my boys' wives are my sisters now. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, like, you know, I want them to come home. Like, I want them to trust going out with me. You know, even though I might go do crazy stuff. You know, if they know that their husband is riding along with me, that they're going to be good.
You know that they're safe.
Yeah, because I'm not going to
talk into cheating, or
I'm not going to make them do, you know.
Actually, if I see you, if you're my boy and you're married and I see you talking to some other girl, I'm like, I'm going to check you. I'm going to be like, nah, bro, like, you can't do that around me. I do not want to be blamed for your.
Yeah, if you're going to do all that, don't do that in front of me. Like, I'm not the one. Like, I get it that I'm single, but doesn't mean I'm want to keep all the damn secrets, man. I don't want all that weight on my shoulders, you know.
That's funny.
Things like that, but yeah, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I was a little lover boy growing up, man. Like, I just, you know, like we talked about last time, I just believed in love. I still believe in love all this time. So, my first love story, I'll tell you, was I was 4 years old in Germany, and I had saved enough money to go to this truck.
You were 4 in love?
Yeah.
Jesus, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I was 4 years old, and I saved money to go to this truck, and this truck sold all kinds of.
I have so many questions. I'm sorry. Can you, while you're telling your story, can you remember your place in the story? Because I'm going to ask questions.
Yeah.
Okay. Where the hell did you get money to save up at 4 years old?
My parents. They
just give you money, or you're like picking out of the couch?
No.
You like
a little bit of everything.
Like 4 years old, do you do chores at 4 years old?
Yes.
I'm trying to think
Yes.
Like, what chores?
Bro, I was 4 years old walking around Germany by myself without my parents. That's how crazy this story is.
That's neglect.
No. That's the 80s.
Oh, facts though, yeah.
That was the 80s.
Okay, but go ahead.
So, so I go to the truck, And it's a truck that sells everything. It was really weird. It was like ice cream, all kinds of stuff. So I bought like jewelry. I think it didn't cost more than like $5, you know, because it was this girl that I liked. So I'm like, okay, well, I bought the jewelry. You know, my parents are nowhere around in the story. Let me tell you. So then I knew what floor the girl lived on, and I knew where her house was for some reason, but I was terrified of the elevator. So at 4 years old, I forced myself to go in the elevator, which I was terrified of. I went all the way up to her house on her level, knocked on her door. Her mom answered, and I asked for her, you know, and then I give her the jewelry. Oh. And then her mom thinks it's the cutest thing in the world.
That's cute as hell, bro.
Yeah. So I leave, you know, like feeling like a little G at 4. I was like, yeah, I did my thing. So I get in the elevator. The elevator starts to go down. The elevator gets stuck.
Now you're stuck in the elevator.
Now I'm stuck in the elevator. Now I'm screaming and I'm crying now because I'm terrified. I'm stuck in this elevator.
Isolation by yourself as a 4-year-old. Yeah.
So the elevator finally stops moving. Something happens. Somebody help me out. The elevator goes back to the floor. And there is her mom and her standing there.
Oh.
And they listen to me scream and cry in this elevator. I did not see that girl anymore after that. So I learned about.
You chose not to, or she just
I chose not to.
Oh.
She understood, man. I learned about embarrassment at 4 years old, bro.
Oh man.
This is in Germany. It's a crazy story. But when I was 4 years old, I was in love, bro.
You really are a lover boy, man.
Yeah. My whole life.
But I don't understand how you're not the people that found their love at 20 and married them and stayed with them for the rest of your life.
Sometimes it's better to be alone than to be with the wrong person.
Love that. Yeah. Well, my thing is that you chose to love that person and marry them. You were really in love with that person at a time. If you're going to marry somebody, that's a real commitment. Yeah. So you have to find that love over and over again and rekindle it over and over again, because that's the person you had that feeling with.
Yeah.
To lose that and then just go find somebody else and it doesn't, but then again, that's what I'm talking is old school love, you know what I'm saying? Our grandparents and things like that have, been together 50 plus years and things like that. Like, but I think you have to make it work.
I think it's easier to get divorced than get married.
Oh yeah, definitely is. But what's the whole point then? Why do people even get married then? You might as well just, like it said, date for the rest of your life. Why get married? For the tax write-offs? I don't understand. What's the point of getting married if you're willing to divorce? If divorce is on the table, what's the point of getting married? Why waste all that time to do that?
I think sometimes people get married too young because we go through changes in our lives to where you think a person that you're marrying, but especially when they come out of high school, bro. Mm-hmm. You're not even the person that you're supposed to be just yet. So, I think that's some of the. I think that's some of the problem, but I think there's a stigma sometimes too.
But I old heads used to always tell me, man, when you're with somebody and you get past that 3 to 4 year mark, at that point, it's every 7 to 10 years in the relationship where you're either growing together or growing apart. Mm-hmm. And when you figure that out, you have to find how to grow back together so that you can continue another 7 to 10 years. And you just keep doing that until it's over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But, what I mean by is somebody passes away, like you've been together that long, to me, I guess, I can't see myself, marrying the person that I was dating in high school. No, I saw her actually grow, we're still cool. And she's grown and has kids, and still has a great marriage with that person, and I'm actually happy for them. But like, I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and I think I was very fortunate too, because like you were saying, old school is like when your parents set you up with somebody, and then you're gonna marry them.
That's certain cultures, though. Like
that was my culture, bro. Like,
yeah.
And then as time went along, because my mom was non-traditional. My mom, she got banished from her family for marrying my dad. Because he was a black man. Mm. So she didn't talk to her family after that because of it, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But like it used to be taboo dating out of your race. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember the movie? You know what movie I'm talking about?
I think so.
What movie?
My bad. There's so many mess. Huh?
Yeah,
what movie?
Yeah.
Is it called Taboo, wasn't it?
No. Jungle Fever.
Oh, God. He went super old.
Bro, but you remember they made a movie out of that, dating out of your race and stuff?
Yeah. I actually have only seen that once, though.
Oh, yeah, I've only seen it once, too. It's not... You act like I sit there and watch it.
I don't know.
Like every year.
Hey, again, you bought jewelry at a damn...
ice cream
like an ice cream truck. And gave it to a girl at 4 years old. So maybe you watched Jungle Fever for the informative sense. You know what I'm saying?
I do like rom-coms, though.
Yeah, I love rom-coms, man. I always loved Catherine Hagel. Catherine.
I know what you're talking
27
about.
Dresses.
Yeah.
Knocked Up. Like, those... I don't know what it was, man. I liked her a lot in her movies.
What's your favorite rom-com?
Favorite rom-com?
Yeah.
Wedding Crashers.
Was it really?
Yeah. I love Wedding Crashers, man. That's...
Wedding Crashers.
Yeah, with Vince Vaughn.
I will find you.
The redhead?
Yeah,
bro. That's... that's my type of crazy.
I know.
That crazy.
That's why I saw a big old smile on your face.
I always loved Rachel McAdams, man. And I'm a big Vince Vaughn fan, so it was just a perfect movie, man. So good, so funny.
Mine, 50 First Dates.
Yeah, that's a classic. I did love that too. I want to say maybe just a few months ago I watched that again.
Did you really?
Yeah. I always love when he's running to go see her at the end at the hospital, the head hospital, and he runs in and they try to stop him, and that one guy's like, "Hey, what's your name?" And he was like, he was like, "Oh, just go in." He's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe he doesn't remember his own name. Like, that's what we do here, fool." Like, you know, like that whole movie is good, man.
It is. I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, no. So speaking of that, like, I want to tell you something because I didn't tell you this. I looked through the analytics of our podcast, and it's like 100% male that watches us.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
We're male oriented.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing but males. I went and looked, and it was like 100% males. And then it was like...
the analytics actually say that?
Yeah. So, and then it said like 50-something% in United States. Then it was like Australia and like New Zealand.
Of people that watch us?
Yeah, that watch. It was crazy.
Oh, man. Hey, shouts out to y'all, man.
Yeah. Shout out to New Zealand and Australia. Good day, Mike.
That's crazy. But yeah, like...
Is that a bad thing to say? Good day, mate?
No.
Can you say that?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
I don't know.
Make sure it's not like... I think the thing that is... what is it, the shrimp on the Barbie? Is it Barbie?
Yeah, Bobby.
Shrimp on... Go ahead and do that. I can't
shrimp on the Barbie.
Like that, I think, is because I don't even know if that's a real thing. Is that? Nobody knows, man. Let me
know what it means,
is that a real
right?
thing? No. You don't give me some BS, bro.
Shrimp on the barbecue grill.
No, it's not. Is that the place that also calls... Is it fish and chips? Fish with the French fries?
That's England.
Oh, that's England. Oh.
Yeah, fish and chips.
Whatever.
They call fries chips. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, then I'm confused.
So that's our demographic. So just to let you know.
So what we're talking about how do we get women back?
Huh?
How do we get women here? Is what you're bringing up?
Whoa.
How do we get?
You sound like a creep right now.
Does that sound creepy? I'm going with the. Okay,
no, eventually it'll come around. It's just a matter of like. I just wanted to tell you the numbers, and the numbers are fascinating when you look at them. So but the reason why I said that is because now we're talking like rom-coms and things that we like. So any other 51st State? You have any other ones that you?
Oh man,
do you have some that'll make you cry when you watch?
No.
No.
I'm gonna be honest. You
don't cry.
I have to be emotionally hurt to cry.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Like if a priest touches you, that's when
I'd probably go home and once it starts clicking in my head while I'm in the shower, I might actually be like Jim Carrey in Ace Ventura when he finds out, your gun is in my hip, you know what I'm saying, and then he finds out that that's a man.
Yeah.
And he starts crying in the shower. Yeah, man, that might. Once I start playing in my head, oh my God, I got touched by a priest, might emotionally damage me and start crying. But pain, when I've hurt myself, I've never actually cried. Movies, I try. There's some sad parts in movies.
Yeah.
I can't think of the last one because of I watched so many movies.
And you just sit there with
I'll watch it. I'll watch it and I'll start feeling a little bit of that sentiment, oh my God, that's so sad. And then I try to see if maybe a tear will come and nothing. And I'll be like, damn it.
No, not me, bro.
I'll be sad at the fact
I'm in movie theaters trying to hide it. I'm like,
really?
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
You are. Yeah, man. I mean, now that I'm getting to know you, I can see that you are a spiritually, emotionally confused man. There's nothing wrong with that, man. But you believe in ghosts. You are in love with girls at 4 years old. Yeah, man. There's nothing wrong with that. You are a lover boy and emotional, and we're complete opposites on that. I have to really be emotionally damaged, and then I'll start crying. And when I finally cry, bro, it feels good. Crying feels good. I know it.
It does feel
I just
good.
never get to do it.
Yeah.
The last time I almost cried is that do you like throwing up? Of course, no one really likes.
Bro,
everybody hates throwing up, but can you deal with throwing up? Can you deal with it?
Yeah,
it happens. Throwing up. I can't. I will fight throwing up. I will sit here and suck in the spit. Ugh, the last time I actually threw up was, I want to say 10 or 11 years old, bro.
Yeah.
I've not thrown up since because I fight it. There's times where I accidentally.
Whoa! Put your hands down, bro. What are you doing?
My bad. Brushing my teeth. Here we go with that again, bro. I need to. But when I start doing the act, I need to explain it. My fault. When I'm brushing my teeth and I accidentally go too far in the back of my tongue.
Just put your hands down and say brush your teeth. All right.
I'm brushing my teeth in the back of my tongue, and I start gagging. Mm-hmm. I'll sit there at the sink fighting it, bro. I'll just be like, I'll fight myself to not throw up. Mm-hmm. And I have not thrown up since I was 10 or 11. Can you do it? You're fine with that?
Yeah, I'll gag sometimes when I brush my teeth, but
when you have to throw up, you can just do it, and then you're fine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, I can't do it.
Yeah, sometimes when I feel sick, I'll make myself throw up, so I'll just put my finger down my throat.
If I feel sick and
I'm like, no, because I'd rather get this out of me than
I'll just deal with that feeling.
Sit there all day long, miserable.
Yeah, man. But it's the same thing.
You said, do you like throwing up?
Hey, bro, like there's some people that enjoy it. I remember my homeboy can do it on the spot. Like
do you like your ass getting kicked? What kind of question is that?
Me and my boys will be at the club.
Yeah.
And this fool will get super drunk, and then while we're on the dance floor or something like that, you know, he'll push people away, throw up in the dance floor, and then just continue dancing.
Keep partying, yeah.
And I'm like, bro,
yeah.
I wish I could do that. I couldn't, man. Like, I fight my throw-ups. I have not done that.
Pain doesn't make me cry. It's just, you know, and you get teary-eyed when you throw up, of course.
And that's what I was bringing up. That's the last time I actually pretty much cried.
Because you
because I was fighting the throw-up. I was fighting the throw-up, and I started crying because I was fighting it so much. And that's the last time I cried. That was a few, and then, you know, emotional damage has made me cry before too. And then I'll be in my room crying. Course. But like, crying is a great release.
Yeah,
man.
if I want to cry, like I'll watch. That's why I was asking you. Walk to Remember. Yeah, I'll watch.
You know, I've never seen that. Is it really that emotional?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a
Is
sad
that the one
movie.
with the singer girl?
Yeah, Mandy Moore. Mandy Moore. Yeah.
I remember it. I've never.
And then she has cancer. Yeah, it's a pretty sad movie. And then the guy falls in love with her, and yeah.
So when you want to cry, you just throw that on.
Yeah,
and you'll cry every single time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to be emotional.
You said I want to be emotional.
I wish I was emotional, bro. That's so cute. Me, no, bro. Like, I'd be wanting to cry, man. I'm telling you, I'll be watching a movie, that sad part comes on, whatever part you're talking about, I'll just be like, get that damn tear out my eye.
That's so funny.
And nothing comes out.
Oh, everybody's different. There's nothing wrong with that. Man. So
I'm not a hard shell. It just doesn't express the way that I want it to.
Yeah.
My shell. That's all.
I'm a passionate person.
And I love that for you, man. I'm jealous. I'm actually jealous. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's the shoes.
You're emotionally brave. That's all. Emotionally brave because, yeah, the fact that you can probably cry in those ugly ass coated up shoes.
In my little ninja toes.
I swear to God, if I ever see a video of you crying with those on.
Bro, I am. I think I'm gonna watch Walk to Remember tonight and send you a video of me shedding tears with my shoes on.
Oh, that's so fun. But yeah, man, like those are my things, and I want it to be. I'm not trying to be a hard ass or something like that, man.
Yeah, but you can't. That doesn't mean you're a hard ass though,
because I want, like, you know, I want to be emotional with a girl and cry, but no.
Bro, I'm not. I've never cried with a girl. Well, I think I did once, but because that's the other thing we're talking about is breakups.
We're getting to know each other a lot more, bro. And I know you. Just knowing you now, I know you've cried with a girl. Stop.
No, there was one time I did cry with the girl, and that was the other topic we were talking about is breakups. Because, yeah, there was one time I broke up with a girl, and I didn't want to break up with her, and we were so in love with each other that we just balled out. But it was over after that. It was kind of crazy. Yeah, that was long ass time ago. It was like 20-something years. But I think breakups, no matter what breakup it is, it's hard regardless of how long you've been with someone. Because, like, say I've been with someone for 2 or 3. Okay, so it actually happened. So I was with somebody for 3 days. It's still a breakup that, it just sucks because you.
I don't know if that's a breakup, bro. You guys just.
Bro, it was.
3 days, that's more of like a. Like, just. You were released. Like, that's
released.
It.
Like an animal.
Yeah, like, bye. Like, let me just open this cage and you get out.
The ring is 7 days, right?
Yeah.
So the ring lasts longer.
But man,
the movie The Ring.
3 days is not a breakup. I'm sorry.
But regardless of how long the breakup is, it sucks because you don't like like you just like even if I wasn't feeling the relationship, but I did break up, you know,
Yeah.
It's hurting the other person. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I don't really talk about my last relationship that much because that hurt a lot. You know what I'm saying? And
Wait, is that the last time you cried?
emotional?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say from that.
Emotional damage?
Emotional damage, yeah.
I love that. The emotional damage. Not that
No.
you cried.
Thank you. I get you, dick.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, that's the last time I would say, yeah, that hurt me, bro. So,
Yeah.
like, I don't really talk about that much, that situation, man. But
Well, because we have a habit of burying stuff, like,
yeah,
as
like,
people that stuff that, and people don't really like traumatize stuff.
Yeah. And that's why I get a lot of people, you know, they don't want people's baggage when they try new relationships out because, you know, you're holding on to baggage from other things like that. So, like, when you bury that deep down, you don't want to bring it back up again. So, like, you have to continue pushing yourself to, you know, forget and move. But, like, I've had some funny ass breakups, you know, crazy ones, messed up ones. Like, from my longer relationships when we finally broke up, because we would always, the girl from high school would always, like, we would break up and then get back together, break up, get back together type of thing, of course. But there was this one time where she, like, moved in with me to live with me in Phoenix. Yeah, I think she only lasted like 3 months, bro, in Phoenix. And we just fought a lot and bumped heads a lot. And I went to work one day, and while I was at work, I guess she planned it out with her pops to come.
Took all her stuff. And,
Pick her up. They packed
crazy.
all her stuff while I was at work and drove back to Colorado. And I just remember coming home like,
that would have been a rough feeling, bro. Like,
so I was just like blown away by that.
The amount of betrayal that you felt, like.
Yeah, I didn't know that it was gonna go down. Like, at least give me some type of warning.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, that happened. And then when I moved back, like I think we talked a little bit, but I don't think we, you know, from that point I was done.
Oh, you're betrayed. Like, there's no loss of trust.
Yeah. And then another long relationship of mine, I never told her. I think I talked about this before, but like, I didn't tell her that I loved her after 3 years.
Yeah.
And you know, she was like, this ain't going nowhere, and broke up with me at that point. And I was like, all right, like, I understand, you know. I kept trying to talk to her and we tried to mend things, but she understood, like, I'm never gonna love her, so we broke it off, you know. And that was real, man. Like,
have you ever moved? Like, she moved with you to Phoenix, right? That girl.
Yeah, one of my longer relationships. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever moved because of a girl, or like went and moved to a different place for a girl?
No.
Yeah, I haven't either.
No.
I've had girls move with me, so.
And like, I feel like there's girls that I know from back in the day that, you know, they'll hit me up on social media and we'll start talking again.
Yeah.
And you know, we're getting really cool and close. It's just you live so far away that I don't see nothing happening between us. You know, and I've really never done a long distance relationship, so I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
You know, so at that point, it's like, do I just always come visit you, and then eventually you know, or you visit me, I visit you, and then eventually one of us is gonna move in to the place with the other person? Like, that's in my mind is how I guess it would work. But like, I've never done anything like that, so like, I don't know how to talk to these girls when they're, you know, hitting me up and getting real close. Like, we're vibing, you know what I'm saying? In our messages and things like that.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you live too far away. I've always dated people that are here. You know what I'm saying? Close range, see them all the time and things like that.
Yeah, I've done that where I've talked to somebody and then like, I know, no. So I know they're not going to move and I know I'm not going to move. So, but it becomes like, well, I'll visit you or you visit me, that sort of thing. Yeah. But it never goes anywhere further than that because I know I'm not leaving. You know what I mean? Would I be willing to move? And, you know, it depends on the person. But, yeah, I'd be willing to move, you know.
Am I willing to now? Maybe. Yeah. I just, you know, I don't know.
Depends on the situation and the person. Yeah.
I've never done that type of thing. And when it comes to girls, like you know, you have to be open and try new things, I guess.
Yeah.
And trying a long distance relationship, I guess I want to try, but like if I could find somebody here, it'd be a lot better, you know?
Yeah, I had a horrible breakup, like back in the day. It was bad. I went to jail because of it, so.
You said you'd never been to jail before?
No, but I was in holding cell. I wasn't in jail, though.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I told you. Yeah. But it was...
That's something you want to share?
Yeah, it's actually pretty comical. Like, because I worked at Walmart at the time, and then I was with a girl, and she was a stripper, and she had a daughter. You know, it was my place. I let her move in.
This is the girl that you were talking about that you dated a stripper?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, but she wasn't a stripper. She was ex-stripper. I should clarify. She was actually going to school for pharmaceutical, to be a pharmacist. So,
not a street pharmacist.
No, not a street pharmacist. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I'm at the house. She takes my work keys and throws them outside. We're having an argument. She throws them outside in the dark in the forest. And I'm a manager, so I'm like, "Oh, girl, you're trying to get me in trouble." So I go out there to find it. I go out there to find it, and I found him. She locks me out of my own house, bro. Locks me out of my whole house. So now I'm super pissed. So for some freaking reason, yeah, and this is you only see this in movies. I just went and kicked the door. Bow! Boom! Wide open. Just
you actually kicked the door.
The front door just wide open, bro.
It was bolt locked and everything.
It was bolt locked and everything.
So it was like a
Superman. It was like a movie.
Yeah, you had that anger in you.
You know the thing when you do it and then you're like, then it shocks you even when it happens. You're like, holy crap, man, what is going on? Gotcha. So I get in the house. We're arguing again. I'm like, why are you locking me in my own house? You know, and I'm not a violent person, so she's just going crazy, bro. She's trying to put water all over my computer that my dad bought me.
To destroy your electronics.
Yeah, she wanted to destroy. She wanted to destroy me because we were breaking up.
Yeah,
and that's the last thing she wanted to do. So this is the craziest part, bro. She because I just got my Celly, my 2002 Celly, brand new. She goes, and this is in the wintertime, so...
I just love the way you said, my 2002 Celly.
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah. So she goes and gets ice cream, and she is going to put the ice cream in my car. The problem is, it's so cold that she's trying to scoop the ice cream out, but it's not scooping because it's so cold. Like it's just.
Oh, I'm sorry. She's using a gallon of ice cream to scoop out to put on your. Not. She didn't go to like McDonald's and get a soft serve ice cream in a cone just to tap on there, which would have been smarter.
This bad boy was frozen, and she's bending the
out
spoon.
The fridge.
So I'm watching her like, I'm like, man, this girl is really cray-cray. So anyways, here's the jail part of it. You know, while all this is happening, her daughter's in her room. You know, she comes back, or cops get involved now. So the cops are at the house, and you know the rules of the cops. They got to take somebody. Yeah. You know, and then she tells the cops that I was verbally abusive to her daughter. Which there was nothing. I didn't even say that. I loved her daughter.
Yeah, her daughter wasn't even there, pretty much.
No, she just said that so I could get out of the house, so they took me.
Girls will do that to you. Yeah, I get
so then, and this is how I know we are definitely not going to get back together. So I get out of jail. Well, I can't go back to my own house now because, you know, they have to separate us. So I went and stayed in a hotel. So she stayed in my house for a week.
And you stayed in the hotel for a week?
Yeah, for a week. even though I had the place. So I conveniently did not pay the electric bill because I'm like, if I'm not staying there, I'm not going to pay the electric bill. So the power got cut off. Well, anyways, so then she stayed 2 rooms away from me. So she was in an abusive relationship before. You know,
what did she say 2 rooms? Like in the same hotel?
In the same hotel area. Like she...
Did she know you were staying at that hotel?
Yeah, she knew.
Did you pay for that hotel for me?
No, I didn't pay for it.
I was about to get on you. Okay, but go ahead.
No, but yeah, and then I finally was able to move back into my own spot. But I mean, that's the craziest. And then when I went back there, she wrote on lipstick, "Don't fight the love," on the mirror, and red lipstick in the restroom, bro. It was crazy. I'm telling you, this is freaking crazy.
You don't have no contact with this girl still?
Well,
Instagram or something?
No, she's on Facebook. I mean, she's doing way a lot better, but there's no like.
I'm sorry, I mean, she's probably a great girl now, yeah, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
I just wish
like if she watched this, like, I'm only calling what you were doing a bitch. I'm not calling you a bitch.
Oh yeah.
Okay?
Well, I think what made her snap was because I called her crazy, and I learned not to call women crazy. Out loud.
I don't want her to stab me or something like that. You know, like, hey Geno, man, your co-host. Where does he live, bro?
No, but you know, she was in abuse. Her ex used to beat her up all the time, and that's the kind of relationship that she was a toxic relationship. That's what she was so used to. Yeah. But I'm not like that. I'm not gonna put hands on you, or I'm not gonna put you down. Like that's not who I am. You know, so she was trying to get a rise out of me for me to hit her. You know, I'm like, dude, I'm not, but she never tried to hit me either. So that's the other good part of it. At least she didn't do that part of it. So yeah, but dude, like she was getting her life and stuff together, and like she became like I said, like one time I gave her, I told you I love my Sally.
Yeah.
My 2002 Sally.
Yeah.
I gave it to her so she could take it to Phoenix for a week, so she could like do the training and stuff for her. I was like, girl, that's how much I cared about her, like, you know. But I think in a relationship you should always help each other out to get to where you need to be for both people, both sides. Yeah. You know, not sacrifice dreams and things like that. So,
my thoughts. She was crazy.
Well, I knew that.
She
was a stripper. I told you it was the drugs. It was the drugs, bro.
Yeah.
She did a lot of drugs, and she used to.
And then you had the Superman anger. You know what I mean? Like they break a door down because you're angry. That was a lot of rage inside, bro.
Bro,
a lot of adrenaline and rage just pumping. Like, bro. Like,
it was crazy.
Yeah.
It's like it was like
put a door kick sound in right here, bro.
It was like a TV show, bro. Like you see in movies, and I freaked out because I'm like, dude, I didn't even know I could do that. Like it was just crazy.
I've broken a window punching it, a car window, out of anger. Yeah. Straight like that. Like anger can make you do some crazy stuff, of course. Like, but I've learned to not punch.
Oh yeah.
Just random objects when I'm angry anymore.
That took me a while to get used to learn. I used to get angry to where when I was young, when I was a kid, I'd smash my own things.
Yeah.
And then I learned that it was stupid because then I'm the only one losing out. You know what I mean?
Like, I just there's a bend on this bone right here at the end.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was trying to swing at something and I swung at and I hit pretty much a brick wall, and I hit this side of it right here, and this is bent.
Yeah.
Like you could feel this is straight, and then this bone is bent. Like that's stupid pain that anger caused, you know.
Yeah, I think it takes me a while to get angry, you know, and especially like that night I was talking about.
I can tell you have a lot of patience.
She was trying to put water on my computer. Yeah, there was a martini glass that had all my chains in. She shattered and broke. Guys, she was trying to get a rise.
Yeah, she knew what was
the last step was taking my keys and throwing it outside. And then I had to go outside to get it. So I was just chilling. I think that's what bothered her because I wasn't reacting to all the crazy stuff she was doing.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, well, if you're going to pull water on my computer, well, it's just a computer. It's everything that you're doing is replaceable.
I've done the things where I've seen my boys do it. I've done it where, it happens, like where the girl is yelling at him in front of all of us. I've yelled at some of my exes in front of everybody, like really bad, really, really bad yelling in front of them.
I don't think I've ever yelled at my ex. No.
Not in public.
No, not in public. I mean, in the house, you know how it is. You argue
in
and
public,
stuff,
in front of friends. Like I've done that because I was, and one of them was like my birthday, like you're tripping on my birthday.
Yeah.
And, yeah, man, like, but for me, like, situations like that is, I got lucky, man. Like, my friend, Melvin, man, was telling me, he was like, yo, you ever think about it, is, he was like, with all the relationships, the long ones that you've had, I'm pretty much Good Luck Chuck. You remember that movie? Mm-hmm. With Jessica Alba, but who was the main character?
Dane Cook.
Dane Cook. Put that movie right here, bro.
Yeah,
because it's a great movie, and that's a rom-com that we were talking about earlier. Yeah. I love that movie, and Jessica Alba.
It's about where he dates someone and they get married right after the next relationship. Yeah. That's
a lot of my long relationships that I've had. My exes are married with kids now, and I'm happy for them. Yeah. And he was like, yo, like, you're really the Good Luck Chuck right now, man. Like,
that's too funny.
And I'm like, damn, bro, am I ever going to find love?
Oh, you are, Angel.
No, it's just like me. That's how me and him were talking about it. Yeah. I'm just sitting there like, damn, I never even thought about that. But yeah, I'm happy for my exes, their marriages, I'm still friends with some of their friends. I ask about them, and sometimes I'll see them and I say hi and show a lot of love, man, because I'm very appreciative of the past that we had, but it's all about the future now. So
yeah,
we'll get there. We'll all get there. We'll see how it goes. But that's a crazy situation that you brought up, man. And again,
it's life.
When I called her a bitch, it was the way she was acting. Remember, if he says you're acting like a bitch, he's not really calling you a bitch. He's calling the way you're acting as a bitch. Girls don't get that, man.
Talking to, bro?
Yeah, but like that, man. Girls will be like, calling me a bitch, all this, and start giving you. I'm not calling you a bitch. How you're acting is a bitch.
So I'll tell you this: I don't use that word. I'll say it like in general, but I won't call a woman that ever in my life.
You've never called a girl a bitch?
No, I did one time.
And then she checked you, and you ain't never said it again.
Was my mom. That was my mom.
Oh, that was your mom. Oh yeah, and she checked you. Yeah.
My mom. I called her that, and she freaking flipped out, bro.
I call my mom.
When I was a teenager.
No, she is. But I love her.
I said that word, and she just raged out, bro. We're out in the field. She stops walking. She just starts whooping my ass, bro.
Yeah, as she should. First time I actually called my mom a bitch that wasn't trying to be funny about it. She reached for all the power in the world that was behind her and brought that power forward into my face. And I got...
You hear the all you can...
No, it was more like Guile's little sonic boom. Like, sonic boom, and just knocked me out. And I deserved it. But, like, I'll call my mom a bitch when she's acting like it. But she knows it's in a playful mood. Like, I'm not really doing that. Like,
yeah.
Like, we talk crap in my family. But what's so crazy and funny now is that my mom has hearing aids. So she could barely hear. Like, when you talk...
That's the funny thing?
Well, it's... And, like, if I ever bring you around my family, you'll see. Like, you have to yell at my mom now. Like, she's deaf, bro. And I feel bad for her at the... I guess she's getting content with it. But, like, like I feel like she's in this space where she just wants to be alone. She'll just turn her what the hell
volume.
Yeah, well, the earpiece, the whole what did I just call it?
Hearing aid.
Hearing aid. Damn, I could not grab it.
You're all right, bro.
Here we go with the stroke again, bro. I was getting all passionate.
I think you need some
I'm telling you that my allergies are.
What do you call that memory stuff? Guilt. We're both stroking out now. I'm like,
why not? I wanted to say
Galoba, or
I started thinking of off of Rush Hour too. Gefilte fish.
Yeah.
Gefilte fish. But no, like, yeah, she can't hear at all. So she'll turn her hearing aid off when she doesn't want to deal with anybody.
Oh,
yeah, and then it's
awesome.
Bluetooth, so like she'll just when she's done dealing with us or talking to us, she'll just she watches a lot of Korean K-pop and Korean dramas. Doesn't understand it, and like I'm thinking that she's listening to English dub, but when I kind of get close to her hearing aid, it's in Korean. So I'm like, what the hell are you? But yeah, she's big into K-pop and she does all those things.
Awesome.
But yeah, when you talk to her, you could probably hear me now, but she wouldn't hear this conversation. So I'd have to, Mom, are you okay? Do you want something? You have to yell. I brought our homeboy T to my mom's birthday. He wanted to meet my parents, man, and yeah, he's soft spoken at times. Like he's, hey, what's up, guys? Blah blah blah. This, and he was talking to my mom like that, and I was like, she can't hear you, and my mom would just stare at you.
Yeah,
she knows you're saying something, but she don't hear.
I won't have a problem.
So I was like,
to her.
Yell at her, bro, and he started yelling, and he was like, this feels uncomfortable, and I'm like, no, and then I show him how it's done and things like that. But yeah, man, there's times where she can't hear me, so I'll be like, Mom, stop acting like a bitch.
Yeah, I won't have a problem. I'm pretty loud. When I edit the videos, I have to turn me down and then turn you up
to match us.
To match, yeah.
I get it, because I do have a spoken voice at times too. Until I start getting passionate about something.
So what's the nicest thing you've done for your parents?
Nicest things? I've done a lot of nice things for my mom. I do what my dad says.
Yeah, or the sweetest things.
Yeah, but the most recent sweetest thing I did for my mom was like I told you, she loves K-pop, bro. Yeah. And she wanted to, I guess one of the band members, Suga?
What are you calling me?
Is that I mean, you're Korean, and it's a K-pop band, so I might be.
Bro, you think I just sit there and listen
BTS,
to K? Oh,
and
BTS.
There's a guy on there, I want to say Suga. Sugar. Bro, I don't know BTS like that. I've heard some of their songs, and I'll
you said the same
I'll get
thing,
down to it,
but differently over and over and over.
Sugar,
I think it still means the same thing.
Sugar. But like he had some type of a performance movie that was in the theaters.
Yeah.
In the theaters.
Yeah.
And I was like, my mom was like, nobody wants to come with me. Do you? I went to go visit her for her birthday in Denver. We went to go eat, and while we were eating, she told me, nobody wants to come watch this movie with me. And I was like, what is it? She started breaking, it's BTS. I love them. She showed me pictures of them on their phone. And she was like, yeah, just, I want to go watch it. But, I don't want to go by myself. And I was like, I'll come with you. That's perfectly fine. I can do that. And, I was thinking, okay, I was telling T this, and T was like, man, make it a whole thing, bro. Go to dinner and buy her flowers. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cute. But we did, me and her and my dad, we all ate, and then I just took her to the movie. But and then my nephew's fiance, she decided to come with us, and yeah, bro, I was expecting like a documentary.
Mm-hmm.
It was an actual like performance movie, like a movie of their performance of him doing a show in Korea. And I really had to sit there for an hour and a half, 2 hours, just watching something that I don't understand. The music, I mean, the music's okay, you know, but like I don't understand the music, obviously. Yeah. But like, there was other BTS fans in there, young girls, and I'm like, my mom is one of these young girls at heart.
Were they screaming?
Yo, they were up dancing.
That's crazy.
In the theater, up there doing the whole little performance dance with them, like, you know, and I'm like,
that's
my
so
popcorn,
funny.
and like I have a video of it, bro. I'll show it if you want to put it on, you know, and show people. But like, yeah, man, like she wanted to go watch that, and I did that with her, and she loved me for it, and you know, I'll do anything with my mom if she asks me to. There was a time where I wanted to ride a ride at one of the state fairs when I was younger, and it was the one where it's like you're in the little cage that fits your body with two people, and it spins while but it's not the one that I was talking about that I couldn't get on. It's so there's like multiple different zippers. Okay, so yeah, it's like that where you spin, and I wanted to get on it.
There's those rides, and then there's this zipper that you.
Why did I know you were gonna go that route, bro? Ride this zipper right here. I'm okay, but thank you, Geno. But yeah, like she I wanted to go on it, and she was like, you know, I'll go with you. And then she didn't know what to expect. Went on the ride with me, bro. And yeah, that's the one. But the one that I couldn't get on, and you know, that fat shape.
That's not the one.
Yeah, that's not the one. But it's something like that. But yeah, she got on that, and right when we got to the top and it started flipping us, she's screaming, "Let me off this mother lover!" Like, like she went ham with the curse words, and that's where I learned to curse a lot, man. Is my mama, like, from that night, because I swear I was only like
these words from my mama.
Yeah, I 9 or 10. That's when I started cursing all the time because my mom let loose on that ride, bro. I just like she even said Korean and Japanese curse words that I've never even knew, Filipino. Tagalog curse words, like everything. She went ham.
That's funny.
She started changing languages because
just during
because she was running out of American.
Yeah, that's when you know you're scared.
Yeah, you know. So yeah, I love her for that, and I'll always do whatever she wants to do. But I would say that's the sweetest thing was sitting through a damn BTS movie theater performance. With my mom and watching all these little kids dancing. And my mom actually stood up and, you know, was doing her little dance at 70, you know. I loved it. It was cute.
Yeah, I bought a outrageously expensive purse for my mom.
Yeah, you talked about that before. That's so crazy.
We were in Coach, and
to spend that much, though.
It's her birthday, and I checked out all the prices, and I was like, "Oh, okay, we're."
But
cool
that's just buying like somewhat of like a flowers. Like, what is something you actually can think of that you've done with her? That
all kinds.
Yeah,
but
like, give me one of those.
But when I was younger, I used to make her breakfast in bed.
See, that's perfect.
Yeah, when I
was it good breakfast or was it like Eggos in the?
No, I actually learned how to make pancakes. You know, I learned how to cook when I was really young. So I spent a lot of my time with my mom in the kitchen. So that was our bonding time.
Most of the first childs of multiple kids, they're the ones that are in the kitchen with their parents all the time. There's that was my sister, and my mom. There was this one time where she called the cops on my mom and got her arrested, man.
Your mom?
Yeah, I'm sitting playing video games in the living room of my sister's apartment at the time. I think we were visiting from Korea during a summer vacation. And my sister and my mom were arguing in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And my mom hit her with I don't know if I told the story or not, but like she hit her with a pan. Like a full-on big-ass pan. Bopped her in the head hard as hell. Like you could hear you know what I'm saying, bad. And I want to say my sister had like this big knot on her back of her head from it. But yeah, and then they started pushing each other, and my sister pushed her outside and locked the door and called the cops. And
so she was like Wycliffe, huh?
Yeah.
Someone call 911.
So my mom's outside beating the damn door down, trying to get in. And I think she finally calmed down and smoked a cigarette, and then came over and started beating on the door again. And I'm just like, I want to open the door. My sister's like, no, you sit there and you leave, you stay out of this.
That's so funny.
And then cops came. My mom was frantic and hysterical, and they locked my mom up. And I just remember my dad came home from wherever he was at, and was just yelling at my sister about the situation. And then he went to go pick her up, and my mom could not stay in that apartment with her, and they weren't talking for a long ass time after that. But yeah, situations like that, bro, those are what I lived for as a kid. Me and my sister, I'm telling you, man, I love my sister, but like when we fought, I would physically abuse myself to get her in trouble.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I would punch myself in the nose to make it bleed, and then blame it on her.
Jeez, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's old school tactics, man. Is that old school tactics? You never did that? Yeah.
No, I never did that. Well, I was the first child.
Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, my sister.
Yeah,
she would lie about me all the time.
Yeah,
just to get me in trouble too. So.
No, I talked about this at the bar. Like I'd give them ideas and I'd have them do it. I was the mastermind.
Hey, you big bro.
Yeah, I used to have them jump out the window with the umbrella, like Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
And then we learned like the umbrella just flips inside out, and they just hit the ground hard.
My sister, she told me I was like the comedic one. Like I always wanted to do stuff to make them laugh, or something that I would do would just make them laugh. Like
punch yourself in the nose.
Well, I mean that wasn't a laughter one, man. That was I was pissed at her. I wanted to get her in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So I punched myself in the nose and made it bleed, just to get her in trouble. God,
that reminds me of like, what's that movie, Fight Club? Remember that movie, Fight Club? When he's in the office beating himself up.
I literally was like, right in the nose, and it started bleeding, man.
Man, you started Fight Club early, bro.
Yeah, I was young.
I put my brother and sister in washer or in the dryer before.
Yeah, I think my sister's done that.
Yeah, we knew how, we were only kids that knew how it worked.
Yeah. And like funny stories, like my sister, she always brings it up as a funny story, is her and my mom were sitting down in the living room watching TV, and the TV was where the stairs was. So like you could see people coming down the stairs. And I guess I was like upstairs about to come down, and I was like, singing a song or something like that. But like I slipped and I rolled all the way down the stairs, and I just popped up and walked off like nothing happened. My mom and my sister always bring that up to me. Like, yeah, like I really hurt myself though. I was out of breath, but I walked it off. Like I was.
That's so funny.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, like my sister, she grew up in the 80s, man. She was pretty much Madonna. You remember that Aquanet with the big ass high bangs? I just remember her room always smelled like, like she
Aquanet.
I always smelled like Aquanet, bro.
Yeah.
Like
very flammable.
I don't know how she did that, bro. Ugh, she probably has bad lungs now because of that.
All right, we'll get to the would you rather questions so we can end this bad boy because been.
Yeah, we're over an hour now, right?
No, it's almost going on 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy
So
crap.
Because you have to remember
we were like 10 minutes in of recording because we were just talking it out at the beginning.
Yeah, I know, but it started. We only have 2 hours and 50 something minutes on there, so we've been talking. So now we only have an hour and 23 minutes.
Oh, yeah. We're trying to get better at this hour thing. All right, so let's do it.
I don't think it matters too much, but would you rather labor under a hot sun or extreme cold?
I hate that question because literally that's why I'm in Colorado. I'd rather deal with cold than hot.
Yeah.
Because in Phoenix, I'm going from an air-conditioned car to an air-conditioned job or air-conditioned house, driving my air-conditioned car to air-conditioned work and back, and only going out at night and still wanting to be in an air-conditioned area at night.
Yeah.
I can't deal with heat like that, bro.
Yeah.
I'd rather bundle up than...
Well, I think the worst thing in Phoenix was touching the steering wheel for me. Like, you know, it just bakes.
Mm-hmm. When it gets to a hot point where certain areas in Phoenix, the streets will actually melt your tires, it's crazy.
Yeah.
117 degrees is not a lifestyle I would want to live in.
Yeah, I'm with
anymore.
you. I'm with you because, like, I'd rather do the cold because you can put stuff on for the cold. You just can't take stuff off
when it's super hot. Yeah. At that point, you're just butt-ass naked, and you're still, but you're still, you're still hot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Put on a jacket, throw a mink blanket, like the old Korean mink blankets, the Japanese mink blankets, those ones, those thick joints, and just, man, be bundled up. I'm good to go. I would rather do that. I don't know how you people,
What do you mean, you people?
You hot summer people, man. I don't know how y'all deal with that. That's why I'm in Colorado.
Would you rather travel back in time to meet your ancestors or forward in time to meet your descendants?
Damn. What would you do?
What would I do?
Yeah, let's have you answer it first.
I would probably go to the future.
You go to the future?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think I'd be worried about getting stuck in the past, and hell no. Stuff was crazy back then, bro.
But you can only imagine what the future is going to be like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With the future, how it is now compared to how we grew up and how 2025 is now. Like, bro, man, you can't say a lot of things. But when the future is probably going to be everybody just staying to one particular phrase. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
going to be a lot of robots. So there's going to be a lot of changes. You can't
say nothing. There's 100 million genders. Like, come on, man. It's getting ridiculous the way that things are.
Did you hear about China's new factory? Yeah. It's not a joke. For real.
No, give it to me.
Well, it's pretty crazy because it's nothing but robots in there.
Yeah.
But they call it a dark factory, which I didn't really put together. Because I'm like, well, yeah, if it's nothing but robots, then you really don't need lights.
True.
So I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy because they're saving all kinds of money because of it. And now
because of not having lights on and just having robots.
Yeah, just having robots. So,
plus robots is cheaper to fix.
No accidents. And
and then you don't have to deal with all the, like, you've done management before. Management positions, you have to deal with so many personalities and people are crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I know I'm crazy at times. So I know my manager that managed me thought I was crazy, and then I'm sitting here supervising and managing other crazy people. So, like, it just trickles down crazy after crazy, you know what I'm saying? And I know my boss's boss thought that mother level was crazy. So, it's personalities. Yeah, like I honestly, I would. What are you gonna learn from the past? You're gonna, like, do you really care about your ancestral DNA?
Yeah, I do.
Just to know it, and then what are you gonna do with it?
Just for knowledge, I guess.
Just for knowledge.
Yeah.
That's all the past is just knowledge.
Yeah.
Future is to see what's going to be happening. So I would go future.
Yeah.
I mean, will I have a future after me? If I don't ever have kids, man, there's no future past me. I'm done. So there's really no future, huh?
Yeah, I used to I'd sit there and think about it and think how crazy times are, because like remember back in the day, they'd be like, yeah, he came from a long line of blacksmiths, or like, or they were like, you know, farmers, or like everything was important. Then nowadays it'd be like, yeah, he's from a long line of people greeters. People greeters.
Yeah, people in call centers. People, you know what I'm saying? Like people greeters, call centers, and yeah,
that's how far the lineage go. Like it's just screwed up right now.
It's different. And like, yeah, to me, like, do I really have a future to look into if I don't have kids, right?
Yeah.
You can at least see what your daughter and your, you know, and what continues to grow from that. Mm-hmm. I guess so. What is the point of me going to the future then, huh? So I would have to choose the past. But what am I going to do with that past knowledge? Just know it. Mm-hmm. Like, what's unnecessary knowledge sometimes is, but you do need it. But like we were talking earlier, is you don't have. Do you have insurance? Mm-mm. Medical? Mm-mm. You don't have medical insurance.
I just have Jesus.
Jesus, take the wheel, bro. Like, seriously, take that wheel for him. Yeah, I have Obamacare. Mm-hmm. If it's still legit, like I applied for it and got it like a couple years ago, but like I'm still scared to hurt myself or anything like that, you know. And it's like,
you're scared?
Yeah,
the guy that would punch himself in the nose?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, because that's what I feel like. I wouldn't do it because I don't have real insurance. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my thing. Like, that's so. If I have insurance, I probably would, you know, prove myself and punch myself in the face.
When's the last time you've been to the hospital,
though?
It's been a while.
Right before COVID.
Oh, why'd you have to go?
I had strep throat, and my job made me go.
Well, was it because you brushed your teeth a lot?
I really watched your hand do that, bro.
You just looked at me like, oh, it's fine. Where's this going?
I had strep throat, and it was.
But it got pretty bad though, right?
Yeah. I remember the doc had to look.
Bro.
Yeah. I need to before I go into my.
Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead.
So he had the big.
He had the
popsicle
big
stick.
He had the big.
He had the big popsicle stick. Yeah, he had one of those big popsicle sticks to kind of like push my tongue down to see.
Oh my! You gotta stop.
Oh man, yo, the innuendo of that is crazy. That is.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So he pushed your tongue down.
He had to push it down so he could see the back of my throat.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But like,
keep going.
Again, I have a fear of throwing up, and he started making me gag while I do it. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna get through this story.
Bro, are you sure you want to finish the story?
So she was like putting the damn popsicle stick and pushing my tongue down, looking at the back of my throat, and she made me gag, bro. And I put my hand up with fist style, and she thought I was gonna pop her head off, bro. And she got scared, and she was like, I can't do this if you're gonna threaten me. I was like, I'm not threatening you. I just have a bad gag reflex. Like, she was scared for her life because she thought I was gonna whack-a-mole her, bro. So she called in another doctor to do the same thing, and I was like, it's. So yeah, and it was a male doctor this time, right? So he comes in and takes the popsicle stick And, you know, she's standing behind him, like on the other side of because she noticed it was my right arm that went up. So she stood on the left side. And he did it, and he went deep.
Bro.
He went deeper than she did in the back of my tongue, and I started gagging again, and my arm went up.
I bet you did.
And he was like, oh, that's why you wouldn't be in here. And I was like, I'm not gonna hit you, bro. I have a bad gag reflex, and you're sticking it too far down my throat, bro. So yeah, like, but he said, luckily I don't have to do it again, bro. You're okay, because I saw that you have some like little white spots.
Bro. All right.
And yeah, and he was like, yeah, strep throat. Here's some spray and some antibiotics, and sent me home. But yeah, basically he stuck a big popsicle stick in my throat and saw that I had white pus in the back.
Oh, that's how you get white pus in the back.
And I shared that with you guys. And that's the last time I've been to the doctor.
And the dentist shared a lot with you.
And
or
like
the doctor.
We're gonna get into that age. Like, have you already gotten your
the prostate?
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, okay. All right. Bro, what are you looking for over there? All right, what are you doing, Angell?
Yeah, have you gotten your prostate checked?
No, I haven't.
When are you gonna get that done?
Bro, I don't want to go see Jim Henson at all.
Come on, you have to.
Yeah, I know I have to.
Yeah. When do you think you're gonna?
I have no clue.
That's the next time I'm going to the doctor.
Is when you go get your prostate check?
Yeah.
How do you do it?
I thought they.
Oh.
I look like a. Yeah. That's the next time I'm going to the doctor. Thank you for that.
Yeah, for what?
It's hard to get that story out.
I know. Oh, we gotta end this.
All right. Thank you guys again.
On that story, on that
note. Yeah, we'll end it on that story, man. And then, again, give us some comments, man. You guys subscribe, like, and comment. Comment some things that we can talk to you guys about. And, you know, hit us up on Instagram, things like that too, man. And now that we're on Twitter, tweet us.
Like and subscribe. Mm-hmm. Dude, that square is going crazy on your head for some reason.
I don't know what that is. It's like, I don't have any white pus on me. But yes, thank you guys again for hanging out. House of Gab, episode 6 is done. Love y'all.
Peace.
I thought you were doing,
bet.
Bet.